Welcome to the Be Kind Podcast with your co-hosts, Seth and Ra. Presented by the Animal Advocates of South Central Pennsylvania.
Welcome to a new episode of the Be Kind Podcast, brought to you by the Animal Advocates of South Central Pennsylvania. I am Seth.
And I am Ra.
And welcome to episode number 81, the News Roundup.
We need some news music.
Oh,
you went way longer than I thought.
Well, because we are going to talk for as long as we want to tonight, Ra, even if that means
Longer than we want to.
And I'll do a little song and dance and all that stuff. And there'll be a lot of this. If you're watching, you can see me do this with my papers, which is me straightening my papers.
Yes.
There'll be that.
Signify moving on.
Yes, exactly. So how are you doing, Ra?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm good. How are you on a scale of 1 to 10?
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, as far as how you're feeling, Well,
I say wonderful, but
it's not quite a 10.
No.
Okay. Well, we'll take what we can get. You're drawing breath, right? Not in an artistic sense, but okay. Here's what I want to talk about, Ra, and I'm going to get right into it. I'm going to cut right through the thick of the BS. Mm-hmm. Look at this background behind us.
We are in the woods.
We are in the woods. If you're listening on Spotify or any of the other various streaming networks, you can't see that behind us is a tapestry of the deep, dark woods. Mm-hmm. And it's just marvelous.
Gorgeously woven.
It's gorgeously woven. It's mysterious and also life-affirming. Does it
look like we're in the woods? Is it good? Does it look good? Does it look like we're lost in the woods?
We're getting a thumbs up from our sound guy. Yeah. Orkenbjorken.
We might be lost.
Also gives us it's 2 thumbs up. We might be lost.
Yeah, even if we're not lost in the woods, we might be lost.
I could maybe recite to you the poem by Robert Frost.
You could maybe.
The Road Not Taken.
Yeah, the whole thing.
I can give it a shot.
Okay.
Damn it. You know what? Let's just leave that. Let's just leave it how it is. Let's just leave that how it is.
I like it.
There was a time in my life where I could have done that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. What's going on today, Ra? What are we doing on this episode?
We are having a news roundup episode.
Ooh, you want to hear some news music again? That's
great. Yeah, That's exactly what I think news music sounds like.
More than you need,
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. All right. What do we got? I'm throwing the ball into your court.
Oh, you want me to start? Okay. All right. Well, so there's some new and newish vegan businesses that are open. So we have the Kitchenette. They are open on the 17th. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they had their grand opening.
And, if you want to know more about them, listen to our previous episode number 80. Mm-hmm. About
we just had them on as guests. Very interesting.
Lovely people. Truly lovely.
Yeah. Then we have Plants in the Clouds. They're based in New Cumberland. They are very delicious. Have you ever had their food?
I have had their food. And the proprietor, whose name I did know. Darla is a really nice person.
She's very lovely, yes. Yeah.
And I had her lasagna.
Ooh.
And it turned my socks right into shoes.
I like how we bring it back full circle.
I like that.
And then Soul Delightfully in Enola, they are actually closed for the winter.
That's a bummer.
Yeah. Hopefully they'll be back.
I do hope they come back, because I have had some of their food as well.
Yeah.
And it was fantastic.
I'm looking forward to that.
Well, the only real local news I'm aware of, let me get out my phone to read this to you.
Okay.
Because we have a friend we all know named Anna. Anna DeCosmo. She runs the local South Central PA Vegan Drinks organization.
Yes.
And she has set up what looks to be what I would call a barn burner for April. I mean, this gathering, well, it's going to be good. So it is set for April 19th. 1 to 4 p.m.
Mark your calendars.
Mark your calendars right now, because this is at, I don't know how to say it. How do you say this?
No, don't ask me. Bella
Balaklosh. That cannot
good.
be correct. It cannot be correct. It's probably Balaklosh. Kloish.
I don't think it's German.
Yeah. It's a vineyard. It's Balaklosh Vineyards.
It's a beautiful space.
How you've been?
I have been there, yeah. Middle of nowhere.
Okay, it's in technically Stewartstown.
Yeah, middle of nowhere.
Middle of nowhere, April 19th, and there is going to be Trailer Trash chili dogs,
Oh, okay.
which I have had,
I have as well.
and it is worth the trip alone.
Mm-hmm.
And then it is also, Anna would love everyone to know that there are lots of fully vegan wines at this place.
Oh,
Yeah.
very nice.
So come on out and have some wine and some vegan dogs.
And lots of company.
Lots
Good
of great company. And because company, so now it's in this place where like everything I say sounds like it's going to be funny. But as I like to say, this is a drum I love to beat, if you know what I mean. That community is so important.
It is.
It's feeling like you've got people who understand you and you're not going it alone. Come out to the vineyard.
I thought you were going to say not weird again.
Well, it's good to feel not weird, even if you are weird. But you're not weird because you're vegan.
Right.
You can be weird for lots of other reasons. What else is on your mind there?
Well, I have some vegan brands that were sold in 2025, but I need to bring my notes closer to.
Ain't nothing wrong with notes.
I wrote very, very
We're
small to get it all in.
Living busy lives. You got to have notes.
Yeah. So actually in 2025, this is the first year that we saw vegan brands trend down rather than sales increasing. So the amount of volume and dollar amount in plant-based meats and dairies actually decreased last year. And we saw a lot of companies really struggle with that. Even like Beyond Meat was is struggling a little bit financially. So
Beyond has been in some trouble for a while.
Yeah, it's definitely something to watch. So what else do we have? PepsiCo bought the Texas-based Siete Foods. Did you ever have?
I do. I enjoy the Siete, the vegan and I believe grain-free.
They are. They have vegan Mexican-American foods, and they try to focus on like fewer ingredients, better ingredients. So maybe a word of advice would be watch for ingredient changes.
Yes, that's true. But here, let's pause on this. So I don't know if we have thoughts about this, if you have any opinion, but what do we think when a brand that establishes itself as a vegan brand gets purchased by a larger brand that is not known as a vegan brand? Like, what is this? I mean, this could be, there's plenty of people on both sides of this divide, whether this is positive or negative. What do you think?
I mean, that's a very touchy subject. People get really up in arms about
They do.
it.
They
Yeah.
sure do.
I mean, on one hand, if you have it where a company is looking at bankruptcy and going out of business and a larger brand comes in, if it's something that you enjoy, then you can still enjoy the products. But a lot of times when we do see these larger companies, specifically with ones like we do see ingredient changes and formulas change, and sometimes the products themselves don't even continue to be vegan and they lose a lot of the ethics with them. So it's a very touchy subject, but I think it's a case-by-case situation.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. I mean, obviously, if the formulations change and it's not vegan anymore, then it's definitely a negative. But in my mind, if our end goal paradise idea is that we're living in a vegan world, like a fully vegan world, which obviously is, that's
right.
But anyway, that doesn't happen without large corporations making vegan food.
I mean, if you're throwing out ideal, perfect world, you know what I mean? You might as well just go full out and
sure.
ideal, perfect world, you know?
Okay, all right. Okay, well, I'm living in an ideal world that is in our reality.
Realistic.
In a capitalistic society.
Right. Realistic, idealistic.
Yeah, because in an American capitalism society, there's going to be an enormous monster corporation. Even if PepsiCo folds and Siete gets huge, it's still huge.
Right. Yeah.
So, regardless, it's all I'm saying is it's one of those topics where there's a lot of different ways to look at it.
There are.
It's not necessarily a negative. in my mind.
Perspective, how you look at it.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's like with Burger King, for instance. Some people love the fact that Burger King offers the Impossible Whopper.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the other side that says, how could you possibly give money to a company that sells so much meat?
Well, I mean, that's true, but if you don't agree with it, you don't have to support it. That's what's beautiful about personal choice. So,
Absolutely.
but it's nice that there's accessibility. So.
That's certainly my view. What else you got?
So have you heard about the Miyoko's drama? They have a very uncertain future.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yes, I
yeah.
have. Why don't you enlighten our
Okay, so
listeners?
quick recap, just real quick. So Miyoko did lose control of the company. They did reformulate their products. They filed for not quite bankruptcy. It's another form of bankruptcy that's not really, whatever. But now Miyoko's trying to reacquire, but they're still in the process with the legal whatnots and who does and right. So definitely watch for updates on that. A lot of people have expressed they've been having difficulty finding products. So, you'll have that when you have like legal battles and products changing. And
It's just a shame because that was one of those real trailblazer companies.
It was. Mm-hmm.
And everyone always loved getting some Miyoko's.
Good quality products.
Yeah, it's a shame to see there be uncertainty around
Mm-hmm.
a brand like that, a vegan legacy brand, if you will.
Yeah. I mean, really with ethics too, not just.
Oh, certainly. Yeah. Well, that's what it all comes down to. That's what it all comes down to. She ripped it off. If you're just listening and not watching, Raw aggressively ripped her notes apart because she's got them on. I'll describe it in detail for you. She's got them on a little, almost like a Post-it pad. It's St. Jude Children's Hospital logo.
It came free in the mail.
Logo on the top came free in the mail. And let me just tell you right now, if you're not watching, and even if you are, because this is pretty small, Raw has delightful handwriting.
I think you were the first person to ever say that.
Really?
I have horrible handwriting.
What? I wish if there was a pen and you could see my handwriting. Your handwriting
Throw me a pen.
is adorable.
Throw me a pen.
Look at that.
Nice catch.
Look at that. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna.
Seth is showing us his beautiful handwriting right
I'm
now.
gonna write exactly what you're saying. I know this is captivating to the whole audience. Seth is showing us his. See, look at that. What do you think about that handwriting, Raw?
Yeah, it's legible.
It is legible.
It's not legible to the camera.
I
They
probably
can't. They
tried
can't.
a little harder than normal on that. I've been told it was serial killer handwriting before. Here's a pen coming at you. Look
Nice
at that.
catch.
2 catches in a row. Okay, go on.
So just the last company I have of major note is Happy Cow changed ownership. So they are looking to expand beyond restaurants to other vegan businesses. So we'll have to watch and see what comes of that.
I did not know that one.
Yeah.
I'll say. That's a piece of information, that sure is.
What do you have?
Well, let me hit you with something. This isn't even on my notes right here, but I by the time people are listening to this is going to be in the past, but Brigitte Bardot just passed.
Yes.
And, I mean, she was a very strong animal advocate.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But it's an interesting topic. And, I mean, I don't want to talk about it too much. There's plenty out there.
Mm-hmm.
But it's more of just a philosophical conversation because Brigitte Bardot, by the time she passed, had become kind of a negative force in the world in many ways. She was almost unquestionably racist, and I'm not trying to get into any actual politics, but she was what we would call far right, in a way that was questionable with her views on human rights and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just, I just want to talk a little bit about how we feel about how someone's other views influence the way we look at their animal advocacy and whether those should, be mutually exclusive or what are your thoughts on all that?
I mean, I think you have to look at people as individuals and what they do, as a person, like things that she did for women's sexuality and taking taboo topics and animal rights, and focus on what she did in positives. Because if you, like, nobody's perfect and nobody's fighting every fight. Like, there's too many things wrong in the world to try to make everything right. That would be just too much. So if you flip it and you say, like, there's somebody that devotes their life to maybe like LGBTQ rights and working on that, they could have very strong views that are like anti-vegan views. They could be like, oh yeah, vegans are extremists, they're terrorists.
That's pretty common.
And right. I could never be vegan, cheese, bacon. You hear things like that, and nobody bats an eye about that, right? They're celebrated for the good that they do. So I think all people have good and bad qualities in them, and we should probably just focus on the good that she did, rather than being like, well, she may have had some questionable views. Everybody has questionable views. We might not condone the things that she said, but what she did for animal rights was still good work. Damn
wrong. That's a good point. that's yeah. I can't argue with that.
That's right. You can't. No.
I could. We need to talk for an hour.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I still have a lot.
I know you've got a lot. I
have tiny writing. Yep. There you go. On to the next.
Yeah, topic. I know your writing is tiny, which is part of what I love about it, because it's still completely legible, yet it's tiny.
You are the first person to ever say this. I'm completely blown away right now. Usually people can't read my handwriting at all.
No, I could read it from over
here.
We're
in the twilight zone right now. Make the noise. Do the do do do
do do do do do do do do do do. Yeah, that's right, John.
Oh, you know what? I actually lied, and I do have one more thing about companies that sold. Oh my goodness, I lied to you. I lied to everybody.
I don't know if that's lie. That you were just mistaken.
My writing's so small, I couldn't.
Small but legible.
So Batani Foods, is that how you pronounce that?
What is it?
Batani? Bettany?
Let me see it. I don't know that brand.
Oh, okay. They're actually known as Climax Foods.
How about that?
Yeah.
There's another word for that.
Yes. So they acquired Stockhold Dreamery, so they make fermented cheeses like the melt slices and the cream cheese. We were just
that's that
remember
brand.
we were talking about them. So they make those. Numu, which makes mozzarella.
Oh, right. Yes. Okay. I do know that.
And then Hungry Planet. So they do plant-based meats, but they're like food service meats. So they have a wide variety, beef, chicken, crab, all kinds of things, but they would be like for food service. And the Batani Farms, you think that's correct?
No.
Okay. They make fermented cheeses. But they acquired those other 3 brands now, and they're all under that. Yep.
Oh yeah, hold on. I got a tangent. Not a tangent. Because I don't know where I fall on this, and I don't know what you think about this.
Okay.
Linguistically, is the best way that we should talk about vegan meats. Like, you hear, because I've heard a lot of different views on this, like faux meats. So I've heard people say we don't want to say faux or fake meats.
Or mock.
Yeah. We don't want to say that. So because we don't want to set up the dynamic that the animal product is the real food and we are the fake food. And I totally understand that. So then I try to remember not to say those things. And then I don't know what to say. What should we say?
What should we say?
Do we just say vegan meat? Do we just say meat? Like we say milk, because milk is not incorrect, like for plant milk.
So for me, when I'm in my house and I do my rules, I just say things like get out the butter, period. Like I don't specify vegan, or I'll be like get out the sausage, period.
Right. I don't. Well, yeah, but you're in your house. Everything we know that everything there is gonna, so. But if we were talking on a podcast and we were talking, are we just going to say ham, or are we going to say? What are we going to say?
I feel like people listening would know, right? And if they're not, then they're clearly lost.
Right.
Yeah, and then it doesn't matter either way, because they're lost.
That's true. What are you doing here? Okay, sorry, tangent over. I just it's something I like to think about.
Yeah, it's something we can maybe think about for further.
Yeah.
Make a note.
Yes, I could.
Another podcast.
Podcast episode.
Yeah. Somebody write that down. Producers.
Write it down. Sound guys.
Write it down.
If I don't see somebody writing
one
something
is
down,
sound
I swear.
and one is video. They do different things.
I don't know what to call them. I don't even know that guy's name.
Sound guy.
Sound guy. If
Videographer.
I were to look at him and say, what's that man's name?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I think I'd say? Orville. I think you're an Orville. So we're going to go with. All right, Rob, what else you got? All right, she's laughing. I'm going to talk about. So there's a thing going on where PETA, I'm a big PETA guy, and I'm not talking about the bread. I love PETA, the animal rights organization. They are suing Whole Foods, right? Okay, now why is PETA suing Whole Foods, you ask? Okay, so if you go into a Whole Foods,
Yeah.
and you're looking at,
I've never been in a Whole Foods.
oh wow,
Never.
Whole Foods are pretty great.
I've never been in a Sprouts.
Oh man, I love Sprouts.
I know.
Oh, gotta do it. So, I mean, obviously, okay, yeah, these places sell animal products,
Right,
So,
yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. But they have lots of great plant-based vegan options.
I mean,
as
unless
well.
they're like the kitchenette, then they do sell both.
That's
you
true.
know?
That is true. But they're not. Wait, what?
I
What happened?
don't know.
I don't know. Anyway, so PETA suing Whole Foods, because if you were to walk into a Whole Foods, which you should do promptly,
Okay.
and you look at their meat, their animal meat, most of it's going to have a label on it that says it is humanely raised meat. Okay.
Well, what does that mean?
Well, nobody really knows.
See, that's a yeah.
Yeah, but even worse, though, is the company that they have to certify this. It's called the Global Animal Partnership, or
Okay.
GAP, if you will, is completely making this up, according to PETA, who I trust implicitly. So the CEO, this is directly from the PETA website.
Okay.
The CEO of the company that manages GAP and the owner of the company that performs its audits are the same person.
Well, that happens a lot.
Well, they're suing him anyway.
Yeah, if you look at like the FDA and like the USDA, and you look at like there's a lot of like it's called the revolving door, and they just like swap, And if you look at they're supposed to have like the USDA is supposed to go in and inspect the slaughters and stuff, but
Right.
there's so many, and they don't
Right.
like so few people, and they just a lot of them just get stamped and they move on, and it's not really a lot of like inspecting going on.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, apparently PETA thinks that this is a conflict of interest, that the person doing the audit shouldn't be the person that owns the company that pay. It's basically there's two different companies. There's the people that they're paying to perform the audits, and they're the same company.
Right.
So if you are watching this and for some reason still eat animal meat, you should know that Whole Foods,
You're paying more for labeling.
yeah, nonsense labels. So okay,
Nonsense labels.
nonsense labels
Okay.
like
Vegetarian fed chicken.
vegetarian fed chicken or cage free eggs. Nonsense, absolute nonsense. I mean, true by the literal letter of the word, but it doesn't mean anything. Those
I think
chickens
they're talking about us right now.
are the two producer sound men texting each other about us while we're talking. Because we're the talent. We can fire you guys. We can find other sound guys.
Wait, we're getting paid?
Yeah.
All right, Raw, what else you got on your agenda?
else do we have? All right, so this is kind of a big one. We can talk about it for a while if you want.
I love talking.
or it's kind of touchy. We could just kind of like leave it as it is.
I like a good sensitive subject.
Okay. All right. So I want to talk about the rebranding of the Humane Society of the United States. They are now Global Animal Welfare. So their official statement is they changed to reflect working globally to create a better world for animals, reach more people, build a world where all animals are treated with the compassion they deserve. That is a paraphrased direct quote.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a long one. That's wordy.
Oh, I paraphrased that too.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening on Spotify or your chosen streaming platform, Raw, once again, violently ripped her nose apart. So what are your thoughts on this?
I kind of think they maybe rebranded to get away from some controversy.
Okay. Expand on that, please. What do you mean?
Well, they openly supported a convicted dog felon owning, dog fighting. I messed up that
Good
whole
old
sentence.
dog felons.
Yeah.
Like McGruff.
Yep, that's what they support. Equal opportunity for all animals. No, they openly supported a convicted dog fighter. Yeah.
Yeah, Michael Vick.
Yeah. I was going to not name names, but yeah, let's just throw them out there. Yep.
People know who we're talking about.
Yeah.
Public record.
Yeah, they don't openly report. They have very expensive ads. We're all familiar with the ads. They still run now, but they look different, but they look the same.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They have a lot of lawsuits. They have a lot of leadership scandals. It's said that less than 1% of the donations actually goes to the shelters, which is kind of what all their ads are pulling your heartstrings to donate for.
Right.
So it's some questionable stuff going on, and maybe that's why it was a very expensive rebrand as well.
Well, okay. You've summarized it, but
Mm-hmm.
what do you think about it?
I think it's dangerous to have thoughts on it.
People are paying us good money to have thoughts on these things.
You're getting paid?
You gave me a peanut butter cookie.
Oh, okay.
I have a breaking news.
Hold on.
It's not good.
Oh
no.
Oh, it's bad breaking news. I'm sorry. Yes, I did see this.
Oh.
Locally, we have an organization called the Nobody's Cats Foundation, which does great work for stray cats, populations of stray cats.
Colony cats.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Mhm.
And Christine Arnold, who I believe was the founder of Nobody's Cats, has passed. And she
Oh.
was a marvelous woman who did a lot of great, actual, measurable work for local animals. So
Yeah, locally.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very sad to hear.
it is. We've done a number of volunteer days with that organization, and they're always very inviting, welcoming, even though they themselves are not like a vegan organization.
Mm-hmm. Well,
But
they
they're-
still do a lot of really great, important work.
Yeah, but
And they're thankful for us to be there,
that's what I was
too.
going to say. They not only are they welcoming to us, but they always provide like vegan snacks, and it's
They do.
so that is very sad. But
very
as
sad.
regards to Humane Society, so there's kind of like this internal debate I always have when it comes to organizations, and you can talk about. And I have no real thoughts on this in this particular instance, but we take the Humane Society and we say, is it valuable as a movement for us to talk bad about the Humane Society, or should we say nothing, or is it important for us to call out large organizations or any size organization that does bad things, or should we all as a movement say, we're a movement, you're helping animals to maybe not nearly as much as you could be, or should we attack them and get them out of the picture? There's still multiple ways to view this particular problem.
Those are a lot of really, really great thought-provoking questions.
I'm good at those.
I think I did just hear, though, that PETA did call them out for kind of like the same thing, like supporting cage-free eggs, humane-raised meat. Like, how can you support those things and then say that you're fighting for animal rights when you're not? You're doing that. Is it still called greenwashing when it's with the animal
or humane
stuff?
washing?
Yeah, humane washing. Yeah. When you're doing that, So PETA did just recently call them out as well for that.
But PETA is often the victim of a similar thing. Like
That's
there's a lot
very
of people within the animal rights movement who attack PETA.
Mm-hmm.
And again, this is such a complicated issue. I don't know where I fall on whether we should do that or not. But part of me thinks any effort we are spending attacking an animal rights organization is effort that should actually be spent elsewhere.
Right.
In attacking full-on animal harming organizations,
Right.
or spending time and effort and energy within our movement to attack a different organization in our movement seems yeah.
Well, I mean, is it attack or is it just like checking somebody? You know, because
right.
you can't let people just move unchecked, and then you have all these lawsuits and scandals and racketeering and
I hear you.
you know.
I don't know the answer, but I mean, it's sort of like, and this is the case in any movement, of any cause or movement, that you get multiple philosophies within that movement, and then a certain amount of energy and vitriol gets spent amongst the people who fundamentally agree.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the answer is. I don't know what the solution is, because there's these differing philosophies within the movement,
Right.
but the end goal, the actual vision, is typically the same.
Right.
So I don't know what the proper amount is to spend on.
It's definitely tricky. It's complicated. It's sensitive. Some people get really, they take one side or the other, and yeah.
It's just another one of those many multi-layered, difficult, challenging, and like I said, those exist in almost any movement.
Right.
I know a person who is deeply involved with trying to restore a particular waterway, and she works with an organization, and it's just one waterway, right? It's not like restoring all waterways. And there's another organization that works to protect that same waterway.
Okay.
But they have differing philosophies.
Is it the Chesapeake Bay?
No, but I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you what
That's
it
fine.
is.
It can be secrets.
It's a secret. I'll tell you off the air.
Oh, okay.
But they war with each other because of differing philosophies, and it's.
I mean, that really is a shame, because no matter what the waterway, like all the waterways around here need a lot of help. They need protect, like they're polluted, they're gross. Just go outside and look at any water, like there's Amazon bags in it, like it's it's nasty. Yeah. So for that really is sad. It really is a shame to see when you have what you would think would be groups that should work together that are kind of in conflict with each other. Yeah.
And so that's why I always balk a little bit anytime. I have pretty strong opinions about some of these organizations, and I just don't know. I don't know what level I should talk about it.
But then when you say things like, if Pete is calling out the Humane Society for supporting humane washing, I think that is something, where you do need to say, hey, what are you doing with this? What is your real goal? What are you really supporting? That way people deserve to know where their money is going too.
Right.
Yeah. If you're giving to a cause and you think you're like, okay, I'm going to help animals not be killed in the shelter, and you're helping to buy somebody's 10th car. I mean, that's a big difference too.
That's
so
true.
Yeah. Did you have something else
about this topic?
About your topic?
You bet I do, because here's the big one. Here's the one you've all been waiting for.
You gotta do the paper stamp. We gotta move on to the next topic.
We're trying to move on.
There we go.
If you're just listening, I did the paper thing.
I feel like you can hear. Can they hear the paper stamp?
Can you hear the paper stamp? Okay.
Excellent.
All right.
Okay.
So here's
I'm
one.
getting conflicting answers. One says yes and one says no. Do it louder.
I don't look at Orville anymore. That's right. Here's the one you've all been waiting for.
Ooh.
Here's what you tuned in for, and that's why we waited so long to get to it. This year's vegan Girl Scout cookie varieties have been announced. That's right. You can eat vegan with your Girl Scout cookies. And so, yeah, I don't know. I thought I had something better to say there. There are, how many vegan varieties do you think there are?
Well, which bakery?
Geez, Raw knows this stuff. And so here, now you bring up a whole other point that isn't related to veganism at all, but this one really sticks under my hat. They call them bakeries, right? But that's really, I'm convinced that's just like a marketing thing, because they want you to think of it as more wholesome, local, small. These things are factories.
They are. Mm-hmm.
These are factories. These are not bakers. That doesn't change the fact that these cookies are delicious and vegan, okay? But think about the words these people are using with you. That's all I'm saying. That's a different podcast.
It is. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Which bakery, she says. Okay. That is in this article, but I was not prepared with that information.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'll just throw out there. We'll just say about 3.
So you know your Girl Scout cookies.
I may have been a Girl Scout.
Okay, so what are the bakeries?
What?
What are the bakeries? Which ones? Name them.
Oh, I don't know. Is one ABC?
I don't know. I said it was in here, but I didn't read it. All I know is I have a list of 5.
I might be able to Google it faster than you can.
5.
Okay,
I have a list
5.
of 5 cookie
5.
varieties.
5.
Caramel chocolate chip.
Okay, that one sounds like it should not be vegan.
I know. The classic caramel chocolate chip cookie got a major makeover. You may have seen this cookie in years past, but in 2022, it was reformulated without animal ingredients. Bazinga. That's caramel chocolate chip. You ready for number 2?
Yeah.
Peanut butter patties.
Okay. Yeah. They have been vegan.
Yeah. Most of these are going to be repeats. It's the peanut butter cup. If the peanut butter cup could be improved, peanut butter patties are it. That's what they say right here.
I feel like that is not fact.
Number 3. The world famous Thin Mints.
Again, vegan.
Once again,
They've been vegan.
Vegan for a long time. Still delicious. Take a guess at number 4, Rob. Or number 4 or number 5.
I saw it, so I can't
You saw
guess.
it. She can't guess. John Orkenbjorken, you have a guess at number 4?
Just guess. No, they are so not vegan.
No way, man. No way.
No.
You're out there. Lemonades. Who's ever had the lemonades? Little known, but delicious Girl Scout cookie.
So you've had them?
Oh, I
No.
have had lemonades. Yeah.
I haven't had. I have been not Girl Scout cooking.
Really?
Yeah.
So you may have been a Girl Scout, though. Is that correct?
I may have.
All right, I'm gonna take a tangent.
I love side quests. Let's
I
go.
want you to tell me about your time as a Girl Scout.
I don't want to talk about my time as a Girl Scout.
Whoa! There's a curveball.
Next cookie.
Okay, all right. This is the last cookie.
Number 5.
Number 5 is the Adventureful, which I've never heard of. This brownie-inspired cookie first launched in 2022, but ABC Bakers has reformulated the fan-favorite treat, and notably, animal ingredients are nowhere to be found. The sweet and salty cookie features a caramel creme. They spelled it creme. They didn't go with the cream. They went with the creme. Features a caramel creme center with a hint of sea salt and an indulgent chocolate drizzle. This is important to note right here. When ordering, ensure your local troop is serviced by ABC Bakers, as Little Brownie Bakers uses milk ingredients. In this recipe.
That is of note to note. See, but now I'm a little irritated because I heard 2 caramel cookies on there.
Why does that irritate you?
Because I want a Samoa.
Ah, the Samoa.
Or the Caramel Delights, depending on which they're the same cookie, but they're called different things depending on which bakery. I'm doing bakery and
i.e.
yeah,
factory.
Yeah, in air quotes. That way
Yeah. Well, you know what I miss, and here's another little known Girl Scout
shortbreads.
cookie. No,
Oh.
the Toastier. Did you
What
know the
are
Toastier?
those?
The Toastiers only existed for a couple years. They were fully vegan. They were a cookie.
Were they toast
They
shaped?
were toast shaped.
Okay.
And they were meant. That's right, they were. And they were meant to taste like French toast.
Okay.
And they were really freaking good.
Okay. I missed those. I never had those. So.
They don't exist anymore. They were a flash in the pan, a shooting star, if you will.
They must not have been very good then. I mean, Thin Mints are still around. Like, don't look at me like that.
Well, I thought they were delicious.
No. Let's talk about that. So, since Girl Scout cookies are very, very popular and people would love to have them year round, there are some other companies that make knockoff Girl Scout cookies.
Okay.
Okay. Dollar General does have a couple. They have the peanut butters, the Thin Mints, and the Samoas. The Samoas are obviously not vegan, but the peanut butter ones and the Thin Mints were. But as of late, if you check the ingredients, the knockoff Thin Mints do now contain dairy.
Oh my gosh.
So
the real Thin Mints don't, and the knockoffs have dairy.
Well, they didn't, and now they do. That's why you can't trust things. You always
Right.
have to read the labels.
That's true.
Trust issues.
Well, rightfully so. It's a wild world we live in.
Always read the labels.
It's true. Well, so you love Girl Scout cookies, but have you had the Boy Scout biscuits? Have you?
No.
There's a couple varieties that are vegan.
That's not a real
No,
thing.
it's not, but it would be great if it was.
No, it would not.
All right, what do you got?
Okay, so we are run entirely on donations and volunteers as a nonprofit. Everything we do, we've joked about being paid, but we are not paid for all this fun.
Not at all.
No, we just volunteer our time here. So if you would like to volunteer or to donate to us, you can check us out on Facebook or the website. Do you remember the website?
Yeah, well, John's putting it right here. Right, the website is
Good job,
right
John.
here.
That's
Okay. No, not your hand. In post, you're going to put the website here. Right here, John.
It's animaladvocatesscpa.com.
Click it or ticket.
I feel like we're hitting a lot of trademark stuff.
Seriously, I know this has been kind of a goofy episode, but thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all you do for animals and for being part of our community here in central Pennsylvania. What do you have? Anything else to add there, Ra?
That was great. Thanks.
Yeah, hey, and for the best local news,
Get it from us twos.
Thank you for listening to the Be Kind podcast, presented by the Animal Advocates of South Central